tough few months, and I've seen it really be able to give me some mental clarity, just to really help to target what the real important things are, and kind of be able to more clearly see what's less important, and then not focus on the less important. And that has really, meditation's really helped for that, and to keep myself in a positive frame of mind, so that I can move through things with more of a positive energy, and then the outcome seems to be more of a positive outcome at the end. When I do meditation, it just seems to flow. It just seems to naturally happen in a more fulfilling sense. Connections with people are better. I feel better in myself, so that's probably why the connections with people are better. And yeah, it seems like it kind of integrates itself into your whole, your whole daily life activities, right from the beginning sleep, when you're waking up, to going to sleep at night. Just seems such a great, healthy thing to do.
There are some big ones. Doubt, doubt tends to be reduced. So the faith, confidence, and the characteristic of that kind of faith is to clarity, clarifying.
Yeah.
When you're sort of not sure in a deep way, and that it throws you back more into your intuition, so you trust it more, and that clarifies. So one of the characteristics of mindfulness, which should be on the up as you're meditating more, is to clarify. It has this being with the object, whatever you're looking at, whatever you're attending to, you're with it, as opposed to the negative mind states, you're not with them. You want that thing, but you haven't got it, so already you're agitating. Get the car, go off. So you're running around, or irritation. You don't want to be with it. So this push and pull of the mind also sets up agitation. There's like water that's either boiling or agitated, and same with doubt. I mean, the real mindfulness also comes up with clarity as a cofactor. And the opposite, if it's unmindfulness, if you're really not in the present moment and you're out of mindfulness, then you tend to have doubt on yourself, or doubt on your friend, or doubt on your what you're doing, or doubt with your community, but doubt. Or doubt if there's kind of solutions, or just doubt. So the mind is always hovering. It's trying to take two objects at the same time. Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is that? Is it true? Is it not true? Is it? It's always agitating like that. So the opposite of that is faith. So faith is stilling, and what you call collected, as opposed to dispersed.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can go on like this for like several months, so you better watch out.
Yeah.
11 years of training back there.
Absolutely, it's fascinating. It's brilliant. It's
this
brilliant.
Guy is telling me through the back of the thing.
Yeah.
Often the rope's falling off. I'm going to get some Velcro.
Yeah.
Put this on in about a minute, so it's falling off.
Since Tracey's just come in today, maybe before I go on to the next question, maybe you could talk a little bit about like how to access meditation, because I don't know if Tracey tried meditating.
Yeah.
Or
that's the best way.
With curly black hair.
I tried that. I tried salsa meditation, like getting people to do walking meditation, like right, left, right, pause, right, left, right, pause. The whole monastery going around like that, backwards and forwards. Afro-Latino mindfulness. There you go.
Yeah.
The lesser known Buddha.
I'm sure it works.
Tito Buddha. What was the question again? So Tracey,
how would I access it as a newbie? How would I access meditation?
What do you mean? Do you mean? Can you define access?
So, can you recommend? Is there something that I could listen to start me off?
Yeah. Well, the one that comes to mind well, there's two that comes to mind. One is Insight Timer app, but that has way too many on, but that's not a bad thing. 26,000 guided meditations, but they're broken into categories, you know, sleep, self-confidence, you know, sort of, they're broken into categories. And so that's quite a good thing to know about any time. I find, especially with new people, you know, a bit new to it, you know, you can have a good browse on there and you might come across teachers like Tara Brach or people like that, or established teachers who are right up your street, and you like their voice, you like their tone, you like their topics. And so having a browse on Insight Timer is free, so there's nothing to lose. And then there are some paid courses on there, but there's so much free content that that's a good way to start. And then if you just want a straight, easy, you know, like you don't want to be overwhelmed with choices and different people and all that, I've got some standard, really nice, you know, meditations, guided meditations that are just on audio that I fully, you know, endorse those techniques that I took from all over Southeast Asians, Theravada Buddhist teachers, the masters, and then I combined it into a sequence that I'm quite, you know, confident. I've run that through a lot of different people, and then great, it just worked fine. It's a sequence that gradually walks you through many of the main meditations. So those are good. And then, you know, I can always direct you on these talks to more, once I get to know your mentality and your personality and, you know, your motivation and your responses to those and what you're aiming to, you know, what's your main motivation. I can also link you to a teacher whose style works with what you're finding. You know, you might go with someone and say, nah, that's too rigid, or I want something structured, or, you know, I want something else to read as well, you know, like whatever it is. I can, you know, that's what part of it is also like finding the right teacher temperament. It might be Thich Nhat Hanh. You go, no, I don't really like his voice. And you go, okay, I want, you know, Dina Gluberman's person, and then find the right one that works with you. And that changes as you go along as well. You know, your diet of books to read and guided meditations, and then so on. You know, you'll listen to me for a little bit, and then you'll move on to someone else and explore what they have to give, and another one, and come around again, all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, so that's interesting. So,
Access, yeah.
So there are different types of meditation to suit.
Yeah. Yeah, you get people who are artistic, you get people who are very formal, and you get people who've got a specific thing in mind, you know, like eating disorder or something. And so there are just so many teachers around nowadays. And, you know, some people already have a bit of a background of something. And so it depends. When people talk to me, I can usually go, you've got gender issues. Then you want to talk to that Australian monk, or go and listen to his talks on LGBT, whatever it is. Or there was a guy who said he wanted to open up a cooking practice. He wanted to become a chef, and he's not sure about this type of meditation. I said, well, there's a guy who does the Zen cookery teaching. I said, really? What's his name? I was like, yeah, Charlie, you know, and I could pass him on. You know, so that kind of matching, I like doing that. Because I really don't like, you get a lot of kind of narcissistic teachers. It's all about my way.
Okay.
You don't have to find any more. You've already found the answer. You know, sort of thing. It's all me. There's quite a lot of teachers who do that sort of approach. I've never trusted that sort of stuff. You know, if someone's trying to make you dependent on them, sort of thing. And then there are some big overmasters. You know, the big ones who, you know, there was a big. There's only ever been 5 Buddhist councils in 2,500 years, and there was one in the 50s in Burma, and the main master of that, he really knows what he's talking about. So I've listened to him most of my life, most of my monk life, called Mahasi Sayadaw. I really like his books, you know, but I'll still go off and I'll listen to people, even from outside Buddhism, you know, like, if I don't even from outside Buddhism, but outside Buddhism, people teaching about therapies and, you know, Sadhguru or things like that. But I like to come back to that main teacher. He works for me. He was very authoritative and very, he refers to really knowledgeable on what the Buddha actually taught. And, you know, that's deep and profoundly concise as well. It's really, really defined. So I like teachers who are able to quote that stuff and then teach me to understand it.